Hello everyone, my name is Nidia, I'm 36 and I'm a paleontologist. For those of you who have never been here before, I know you're thinking, yes, I enjoy Jurassic Park. I still get goosebumps every time that the dinosaurs show for the first time in that amazing first scene. However, I crawl into a corner and cry myself to sleep every time that Jurassic World is playing. And for those of you who are back, hello, how are you? Nice to see you again. And here is a picture of Dr. Malcolm for your enjoyment. See what you get if you subscribe. So today what we're gonna do is, I thought it would be fun to do a palette bingo with the three Star Wars palettes that Colourpop came up with. So we have the Mandalorian, Darth Vader, and the Child. And they are pretty different color stories. So we have some cool tones on the Darth Vader one, and then we have pretty warm tones on the Child, and then we have a bit of a mix on the Mandalorian one. And the way we're going to do this is to use a random number generator, which is going to pick 2 shades from each palette, so that'll be 6 shades. We're going to pray to Lord Darth Vader, and we are going to use the Force, a lot of the Force, and hopefully we'll create something that it's somehow cohesive and nice to look at. Okay, so I have my random number generator up to 9 because all the palettes have 9 shades. I have my gin and tonic, which we're probably gonna need. So we're gonna go in non-specific order or the same order I showed them to you. Okay, so we'll start with, I think Darth Vader was the first one. We'll start with Darth Vader. So this one, these very nice things we could get in here. Let's see what we get. So I'm hoping for some mats. So number 6 is Death Star. So I'm going to pick up a bit of this so we remember what we're working with. So it's a metallic gray. So next number is number 5, which is the one I didn't want. So it's I Am the Master, is the red one in the center. Great. This is going to be fun. Okay, so now we go to the Child palette and we generate, and is number 8. So that's Float Your Crib. I really did not think this through. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with this. So next one is number 5 again, and that's Babyface, right in the center of the palette, which we're probably gonna hit pan on this one because it's there. Okay, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. So the next palette is the Mandalorian. We generate, and it's number 8. I don't think this number generator is very randomized. So number 8 is This Is the Way, right here. We have such a mixture here. And the next one is number 7, and that's Mythosaur. Okay, this is, you know what, might actually work. It might actually work. Okay, so this is what we have to work with. I'm not entirely sad about this. Yeah, so we have 2 greens, 1 red, and then 3 silvers, and well, one is kind of a mauve. But yeah, we can work with this. Okay, so I am going to think what I'm gonna do. and we're gonna focus, zoom in and focus, and we regroup. Cheers. Okay, so what I thought I'm gonna do is do like a dark and light side of the force, and I'm gonna try to do the light side on the outer of my eye, or the outer half, and then the dark on the inner half, and let's see how it looks like. I'm now getting Mythosaur from the Malarian palette, and I'm just doing it on the inner part of my crease. Let's first do Float Your Crepe back to Child palette, so the dark green, and let's put that on the outer corner of the mobile lid. You can see glitter in my eye. It's because I was wearing something else today. I actually did an old shimmer look with the Pizza Kitty palette by Shimmer Drizzle. I love the palette, and it was so much fun. Anyway, I wanted to ask you, do you guys like Star Wars? I really do like Star Wars. I think it's pretty obvious. I think I'd rather the old, like the original, I think no, I'd rather the original movies over the new ones. Like, you know, the new ones are okay. They're not great. The original ones were completely ahead of their time. It was something that is still, you know, now it's like, how the heck did they do that? And I think my favorite one is Empire Strikes Back. So I think there's two reasons for that. One, it wasn't directed by George Lucas. And second one, I think, is the epic fight scene right after the carbonite with Han Solo and all of that. So the fight scene between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, and, like, you know, the whole revelation of, no, I am your father. Yeah, I think that movie is my favorite, and, you know, the whole Hoth and everything, like, it's very, very cool. The new ones, yeah, so. I like Kylo Ren. I think he's probably one of the best characters and the best villain that Star Wars has had, because Darth Vader wasn't really a villain. Like, he well, I guess Kylo Ren wasn't either. But I really like the whole, like, fight he had with himself between good and bad. You know, that I think that really they did very good showing the balance of the Force with that one, or the imbalance of the Force. Okay, so I'm gonna get a smaller brush, and I'm going to go to, this is the way, right here, the darker gray. And with this one, we're gonna go to the inner crease. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so the new movies are okay. Like, I didn't really talk about episodes 1 to 3. Sorry, those never existed. But the newer ones are good. Then, which one do you think is the next Star Wars palette? Star Wars inspired palette that Colourpop is gonna come up with? You know, Colourpop is gonna keep milking this cow. Like, I have no doubt. So which one do you think it should be? I think it should be Princess Leia. Princess Leia, maybe two. One Princess Leia, one General Leia. But I think Princess Leia should have a palette. So Princess Leia to me is like the ultimate badass character. So I think I'm blinding everyone with the mirrors. So she's the ultimate badass character. So she's the character that has lost the most in the movies. Like, by far, she's lost a mother, a father, a brother, a husband, and a son. And she's lost all of them because of the involvement with the rebellion. And not even once she doubts her, full involvement with the rebellion. Like, she never doubts her aims, or what she wants to get out of it, or what she wants to help other people to get out of the whole, like, fight that is happening. I don't know if I'm going too dark, but we're doing a dark and a light, so I guess that's gonna be it. Bright up a bit the outer corner. So anyway, talking about the Star Wars, the only thing I don't like about the Star Wars, and I think it's a pretty important thing, it's the representation of female characters. So I think everyone can agree that there is very little representation of female characters. The main characters are the female main characters are usually, pretty independent, and like they don't need anyone to save them and all of these. But there's so little. Princess Leia was the only main female character for 22 years in the whole franchise. For 22 years, she was the only one. There was no one else. Everyone else was a male. So I don't know if you've ever heard about the. So I don't know if you've. So she was the only female character. So I don't know if you've ever heard about the Bechdel test, which is a test to investigate the representation of female characters in movies. So it's a very simple test, and the only there is 3 characteristics that the movie has to meet in order to pass the test. If it doesn't meet one of those characteristics, then it fails the test. So what it needs to meet is there is more than one female character and they have names. The second one is 2 female characters talk to each other. And the third one is they talk about something that is not men. So they talk about anything else that is not men. So it would be as easy, for a movie to pass that test, it would be as easy as doing, actually, let me put some, we're gonna do some NYX glitter primer. So I already have 4 shades on me. Let's put some NYX glitter primer and I'll come back and tell you more about the Bechdel test. Okay, so I put some NYX glitter primer, and while it dries, I'm going to tell you about the Bechdel test. Okay, so it would be as easy to pass the test. It would be as easy to have a woman coming out of a shop and sees another woman and says, "Hi Mary, how are you?" And Mary says, "Hi Rachel, I'm sorry, I'm such a hurry, I need to go." That's it. As easy as that. 2 women, so there's more than one woman, 2 women, both with names, they talk to each other and they talk about something that it doesn't have anything to do with men. As easy as that. Well, so, knowing how easy that is, can you believe that there are films that still fail that test? I'm going to do the shimmers. Okay, so shimmers. The 2 shimmers we have, they're both in Darth Vader palette. So I'm first gonna get Death Star, which is the metallic gray. And we're gonna put that one. So I'm gonna do like a diagonal line, and I'm gonna put that one on the top. Okay, so can you believe there is still films that fail the test? I forgot to say, I got chopped with the other eye. So most of the Star Wars films fail that test. The original ones, they all fail it because, you know, as I said, there is only Leia. There is other female characters, but they either don't have names or don't talk to each other or talk about names. So as long as you fail one of them, that's it. You fail the entire test. And then of the new ones, some of them pass it, some of them don't. So I think it's Attack of the Clones fails it. Solo fails it too. There is a female character, like a female main character in Solo, that doesn't talk to any other female. Like, when was Solo made? 2018? How is that happening? How does it fail it? I really don't understand. But not only Star Wars. So now with the same brush, because I'm lazy, I'm picking up I Am the Master, which is the red right in the middle. And I'm gonna fill the bottom part of my lid. Okay, so yeah, not only Star Wars, like other films also fail it. A lot of them, like I think it was in the 1970s, only 30% of the films made would pass the test. And earlier than that, even less. And in 2015, there was about 50-50. 2015, 50-50. 50, about 50% of the movies would pass it, and about 50% of the movies would fail it. And I think this year, it's about 30% of the movies are failing it, which is still, you know, it's not great. It's very easy. Two women talking to each other, they have names, and they talk about something that is not related to men. It cannot be that difficult. Okay, this looks pretty weird. So I think what I'm gonna do, try to fix this, is, and you'll see I'll make it worse. I'm gonna get mythosaur, and I'm gonna try to make this this border a little bit less obvious between the red and the green. So in a lot of lash, I'm just gonna do mythosaur, and this is the way both by in the Mandalorian palette. So the two grays we had, the mauve and the gray. I'll do that, I'll finish the look, I'll catch up with this side, and I'll come back and review. Okay, so because I didn't have any shade for the inner corner, I used the one I have as a highlighter, the Solar Sailor by Kaleidos, and then the Honeydew Colourpop liner and the Falsies as mascara. I'm not mad at it. Like, you know, I got the worst color combination I could have, but I'm not really mad at it. Could be the G. Okay, so if you want to see more attempts like this one, you know, more random chit-chat about random things, sci-fi, fossils, anything like that, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.